Brian Lindenberg learned hope can be crushed when DNA matches decline to donate.
Now I got two girls at home without a mother, and lots of lives are ruined.
The bone marrow donor program matched her with 4 possible donors, but all 4 of Lindenberg's matches said no to actual donation, and she died without receiving a bone marrow transplant.
We believe that if compensation were possibly available, that would have been enough to persuade at least one of those donors to go through with it, and would have saved Penny's life, or at least given her a fighting chance. This case is about saving lives. The Institute for Justice has teamed up with cancer patients from across the country and a renowned doctor in a major constitutional challenge to the federal criminal ban on compensating bone marrow donors. The stakes in this case just couldn't be higher. One of our clients, Kumud Majumdar, his 11-year-old son Arya died last spring, waiting for a bone marrow donor who just never came. Every day across this country, other people like Arya die waiting for bone marrow donors. And what we want to do in this case is provide some modest compensation to prospective bone marrow donors to help recruit them to be donors and to make sure they go through with donation when they're asked. Donating bone marrow is simple and safe. Bone marrow is really just a fancy kind of blood. And like donating blood, the bone marrow donor doesn't lose anything, doesn't give anything up like a kidney donor. In fact, in this country, you can compensate blood donors. You can also compensate ova donors. But surprisingly, if you compensate a bone marrow donor, the doctor, the patient, the nurses, everyone goes to prison for 5 years. That just doesn't make sense. The equal protection guarantee of the Fifth Amendment doesn't allow the government to treat similar things differently or different things the same. That's why we have a constitutional violation here, because there is no difference between donating platelets and donating bone marrow.